It's a little loud, huh? Wow, look at the water raging down that thing. It is really coming down right now. That swale is almost full in like 5 minutes. So it's gonna be, boy, it's gonna be pouring over here soon. All right, this is the next spot that I'm going to clear out, and we're going to put a little half moon swale through here. And two reasons for clearing this out. One, meadow likes to run around this area. There's cactus everywhere, so that gets in their paws. And two, I want to create a swale. And then that will feed these big old pine trees here, which, I want to get those growing as high as possible. And so make a big half moon circle here and dig it down like a swale, put the berm back there, and then have the water drain that way and the water plume feed those trees. What's up there, girl? What you doing? Let's come out here and check on these plants. All right, so this right here is native Arizona Sky Island tallgrass, and these obviously are just little cactus that I pulled from the ground. What I'm doing is the reason why I'm putting these in pots is I'm helping out with the Stagecoach Inn in Seligman, and that's it's the place where we're gonna have our overland meetup, and that's on October 25th to the 27th. So I'm really excited for that. So I'm helping to clean up the grounds and just kind of help them out, because they bought that recently and they've been trying to get everything all fixed up there. And they still have a little bit of stuff to do, but it's coming a long ways, and their food is awesome. So really excited for that. But I was over there yesterday, going through some stuff at their place and just kind of making the entrance look a little bit better. And then what I want to do is I want to take these plants that I have here and transplant them into like a long little planter thing they have as you enter into their hotel portion of their property. And I think that look pretty cool. And then over here, I've actually got some tall grass growing. And this section, I seeded all of this right here. This is where I took out that big old scrub oak bush that I had there, or tree if you want to call it that. And let's see here. Yeah, we got some good stuff going on right here. It's starting to come in, seeds starting to take root, and should have a nice field here of really nice tall grass pretty soon. And there's already some that's existing. Now I do have native tall grass here, so it's not that everything here is an invasive species, because that's not the case. I've got a lot of native tall grass, which is really cool, and I really like working with it because it's pretty when it's blowing in the wind, and it also has different colors different times of year, so it's real nice in that regard. And then it provides great food for the cattle that come through here, because we have free range cattle that come through probably about 3 to 4 times per year, and they'll stay for a couple weeks. And then, I mean, in the general area, not just on my property. But I've got 14 acres, and they usually stay in the lower meadow and don't come up here very much. And I did build this debris fence, if you see around here. I built this entire debris fence all the way around around the upper portion of my place. Well, it's almost around the upper portion. I just need to button up the driveway. But once I do that and get a gate on the driveway, then I'll be able to make sure the cows don't come up to the camper. Because the problem was they were coming up right next to the camper, and then crapping on the ground, and then it smelled real bad. And also too, when they urinate, it's like 5 gallons of urine. So don't want that up next to the camper, and that's why I built that. And then also too, I don't want them in here eating the plants that I'm building, or that I'm growing. One thing that I'm going to do going forward is I do have these different garden areas, which are really rich in soil. All the soil that's down in this area just over the years of just organic matter decaying and stuff like that on the ground and breaking down into soil. It's just really great to grow stuff. And there's these Arizona wildflowers that are native, and they hardly require any water at all. And I'm gonna grow them up here and see how they do. They say that they're rabbit resistant, but I don't know, everything, rabbits seem to kind of hit everything that looks like it has water. So I'm not too 100% confident in that, but we'll see. And so that seed should be coming soon. I've got about 2 pounds of it coming. And then here is all the cactus that I've extracted so far from this area. I just had that last one to do right there, and then we'll be good. I did start digging just a tad bit over here with my trusty tool to get the swale going. And so this is going to be obviously one segment. We're going to have it be about this wide. Come over to this section here. So if we step back here and pan back, basically from there to there, and then have it go pretty deep like that, and then go down quite a ways. And we'll leave this tall grass here, but then we'll start cutting back underneath it, so we'll go way back in here. And the goal is to recharge the groundwater for those pines, like I was saying yesterday. So, but everything's going good here. Today I'm just kind of doing stuff around here. I do have to take my computer in though to get it fixed because it's broken right now. The screen doesn't work, and I do have a projector that I could use to like check email. Someone did this morning, but I need to get that computer fixed. And so probably make a town run. We might do a town run tomorrow, and if that's the case, bug out this evening or this afternoon and go fly fishing area tonight, and then just roll on into town in the morning and get the computer fixed. But we'll kind of see how the day goes. If I get a lot of stuff done here, I'm able to get all my to-do items knocked out, then we'll head out for that. So another thing that's kind of cool is I'm starting to have vines grow up on the rock gabions over here. I think those look cool when they're covered with vines. And these just sprout up. This one just came up the other day. I was like, wow, that came up fast. So it'd be kind of cool to have that. And then I did take down the cowboy cabin over here, or slash storage thing that I was building. It just, since I got the shipping container, I felt like it was not necessary to have that wood structure up here. So I went through, knocked it all down, stacked it over there. And this would be a great spot for when friends visit, because you're right next to where my camper is. You can tap into my Starlink, and still a little bit far away enough to where you could have your own privacy. But if you look this way, like if you set up your truck here and you're facing that spot over there, you got great, westerly views. And then over here, you can see the ridge behind us. And that's a real nice feature as well. So, and then eventually what I'm going to do is when I build my Forest Service lookout tower replica tiny home, I'm moving the camper and the camper cover over to this spot. Reason being is that, I'll knock out all these bushes here. But if you look here at these big old pine trees that we have, it provides shade in this area until about, I'd say about noon, because the sun doesn't crest the top of those trees until then. So if I were to put the camper here and have the cover, and have it pointed this way, and have the cover go out like this, then you'd have a lot of blockage of the sun in the late afternoon as well. And then it would you get a little bit that would come in right before the sun goes down. So I think that's going to be the long-term plan. I'll probably have to move that within about a year. And this season, I mean, we're getting to a point now to where it's getting a little bit later in the year. Temperature's going to start cooling down, and then we'll get snow coming probably in November, December. That's usually when it hits. And then, throughout the wintertime, I won't be able to build much up here. But get going next year with it and just kind of see how far we can get. It's going to be kind of a simple project, so it's not one of those things that's going to take forever. And it's only going to be 400 square feet of living space, plus a downstairs area with just a little bit of a utility room or something like that. I'm real pleased how these little baby pine trees are going off right here. This one was almost dead. It really looked bad. You can see all the new growth from like here up that's happening on all these. Because I made a little area down here for that, to concentrate the water and also put some fertilizer in it. And then over here I've got I do grow marijuana plants, and these are legal to grow. You can grow up to 6 at one time. So I want to come over here and check on these. I haven't really been paying attention to them too much, and I do need to come in and trim off some of these bigger leaves. So I'm gonna get that going. But I make a butter out of that, and then also a cooking oil, and then I usually put it into food or something like that, just to help out with different body pains around here. Because I'm almost 50. I'll be 50. Let's see, how old am I right now? I think I'm 48 or 49. I can't remember, but I'm one of the two. I'll be 50 soon. And just the aches and pains just add up so much more than they used to. And this really helps out with just any sort of, you know, body aches that I have from doing projects around the property. These plants over here are doing a little bit better. Like I said, I still need to come in and trim these. I need to get all these leaves off that are just causing some issue. But these are looking good. Let me do this right here. You can see the flowers are starting to mature. And so probably within, I don't know, maybe a month's time, we'll be looking at harvest. And then we got to dry everything. So the shipping container would be nice for that too, because I could dry everything just in the shipping container and hang it upside down. Not have to worry about the smell out here coming from the camper or anything like that. And it's fun to grow these. I mean, it's essentially the same as growing tomatoes. It's the same process. And plants do pretty well out here for an outdoor grow, dude. They do well. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on around here. Kind of a mellow day today, but I would like to go fly fishing later. So I'm gonna try to get all my stuff done this morning so we can head out by like 1 o'clock.